issues with their radio system are now a public safety concern.
I want to make a video about this because I'm slowly learning public safety radio systems and how they work and what it takes and all that. I'm not an expert, so if I say something wrong, you can go ahead and berate me in the comments. But yeah, I think there's a lot of gaslighting going on here, and I think there's a lot of and this hiring the consultant and everything to see what's going on and make recommendations. I think that's a waste of money. Consultants usually ask for thousands upon thousands of dollars when basically all it would take is for the radio shop guys that the county pays, that are the radio shop is on their payroll, or maybe it's a Motorola consultant that also works with the county. I don't know how that works exactly. I'm thinking it's got to be somebody that's between Motorola or the manufacturer of the equipment and the county itself, and they just get paid by the county, I guess. I don't know, but it doesn't matter how they get paid. It matters how their expertise is and how they interpret things and how smart they are, and they're really true to their word, and if they're someone that is going to actually make it work instead of just crying and whining about it and saying it's not going to work when in fact it can work. And people need to remember that certain frequencies propagate better to meaning penetration. They go further, things like that, right? Depends on the terrain and all that. Depends on where the towers, aka repeaters, are at, things like that, right? And like I said, the frequencies really matter, and the power of those frequencies, the transmitting power. So let's say if they have a site, aka repeater, and it's in the VHF spectrum, right? Let's say it's putting out 200 watts, and it's on top of a hill that's higher than most of the assets on the ground are, right? Like buildings and homes and government entities and all that. I mean, that site is gonna go it's gonna penetrate pretty far. It's gonna go far, especially on VHF. Let's say if it's in the 153, let's say like 152 or 153 to like 160 megahertz range or something. That's gonna go pretty far. And 700 megahertz is gonna penetrate billions better versus 800 megahertz. So I don't understand why these people, and they're not even saying what frequency bands it's all on. I mean, I could check. I can go on Radio Reference and check. Give me a second. Apparently they're using the Wiscom system ID B0C Wacken 0001. And then they have they're on VHF. Some of them are even at 139 megahertz for the control channels. So that's pretty crazy that a lot of these, let's see here. Cato, yeah, I basically recognize a lot of these names. Beloit especially. 138.2375 for one of the control frequencies. Fond du Lac, Luxembourg, Sight on Wheels, DOC Portage, DOC Chippewa Falls, DOC Fox Lake, DOC Green Bay, Milwaukee 800. They got 800 from Milwaukee there. Madison 800, Clifton 800. County Travel for users to maintain communication with home PSAP during travel outside their jurisdiction county. Wow. County Travel, Chippewa County. Let's see if Outagamie's in there, because I'm originally from that area. Yep, Outagamie County Travel. There's Out RVL. Then the talk group is 45012. It's in digital mode. State Patrol got a lot of talk groups too for different regions in Wisconsin. So yeah, let's watch the video here and you guys will see what I'm talking about.
As many times they just can't hear dispatch or each other. Our Durante Matthews shows us the county's plan to stay protected.
Radio connected. Being connected. That's the issue Dodge County first responders find themselves in when responding to scenes.
And he's
We
got
have
a
a number of
next.
incidents where we just can't hear
He has
dispatch.
he has a
Or each
multi-band
other
next.
in Dodge County and neighboring counties. In a 7-page letter, Sheriff Dale Schmidt highlighted years of problems regarding the county's radio system. These include hearing loud noises on the radio when trying to talk to each other, or towers going out, causing a portion of the county to lose connection. Schmidt says sometimes deputies have to position their radios in the air just to get a signal. He says it's affecting police, fire, EMS, and you.
They tend to happen at the worst times because we're in the middle of a critical incident and we can't communicate, and that puts public safety in jeopardy.
Schmidt says the system is more than 20 years old and many of the parts can't easily be updated or replaced.
If I need to purchase parts, it's going to eBay to purchase parts many times.
He says they're optimizing the current system, but the best plan is to transition to an entirely new one. Reconnecting. It'll require adding another tower, replacing all of the equipment at each tower, and replacing all of the radios. Leaders say it's a process that could take 2 to 3 years to complete and cost in the multi-millions of dollars.
Now we're getting down to the nitty-gritty and finding out what it's going to cost us.
County Board Chair Dave Froling says they've hired a consultant to collect data. That'll go into a request for proposal, which they're hoping to present to vendors this summer. The idea is to choose from those vendors the best system for the best price. They're looking to use grants, bonds, and sales tax to pay for it.
I think we'll end up
Yeah,
with
right.
a good
Sounds like a fucking
product.
A product that will keep them all connected. Durante Matthews, Fox 6 News.
Welcome once again.
Yeah, that's bullshit. I think they're just trying to hire one of their friends or family members or do a favor for somebody. That's what I think. I don't think they're trying to, give me a sec. As you guys can see in the comments here, sounds like a bootlicker there. Yep, I agree with that too. They are on the statewide system apparently. That's what I think so anyways. Let me check. Maybe not. I mean, it looks like they're on 155.745 for the police dispatch and sheriff is on 154.785. Some of them are Q25 and FMN. Q25 for sheriff, TAC, and law. DOSO4. I don't know what that means. Got jail operations on 453. Jail admin on 453. Huh. Mayville is on 155.580. So anyone could just jump on their frequency then. Pretty good. Well, and with Pawn. Amateur. Yeah, so. Could be water in the connectors. That's what I think too. You never know. Yep, sure does. Well, I don't know about Motorola being bad. I mean, actually, I actually like Motorola stuff. I really do. I do agree with that right there. So yeah, what do you guys think in the comments?